What is up, Gemini? Welcome to your general timeless weekly reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. I'm going to be using Revelations Tarot today. And we will pick a clarifier once we have your spread out, Gemini. Okay, so I feel the heart space is really torn right now, and they keep showing me different walkways. When I see different walkways or doors, it means that you have options or choices, or you might be contemplating a lot of options or choices. Let's go. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, this is a hesitance to me. I feel like you don't really want other people's opinions at this time. I feel like you're really trying to make this decision for yourself based off how you feel individually versus taking an external influence, right? It feels like someone who's really pulling away in the sense of like, it's a weird energy. It's almost like there's a recognition of, okay, it's time not to think about it, but really feel what I want and really try to sit with and understand what direction I want to move in. And with the Chariot there, you know that there's a really big shift in direction happening for you. Something unexpected might start coming about, or you might be finally stepping into a version of yourself that you have been denying for a while with the Chariot there. I really like this energy. The Chariot's in reverse, that's Cancer energy, and that to me is a very sudden, it could be a reversal, like you're going back to an old job or you're going back to an old relationship, but this is also an energy of, I need a drastic change. Like, I don't want to listen to other people, but just be mindful at this time not to run away from things because of this urge for change or this feeling of change that's coming about. So let's see what else we have. Queen of Pentacles. I really like the Queen of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy for me as a reader. It's also Taurus for me as a reader, but it's Capricorn if you study tarot. I really like this energy. You're starting to feel really safe and secure in your own decision making. Some of you, I feel like there's almost like looking at someone you're dealing with here and like, you know, it's okay to let you go. It kind of feels like that. Yeah, High Priestess. High Priestess is very intuitive. Some of you are... So there's a lot of dream space energy going on with this. Like immediately it reminds me, Seven of Cups is the dream space card, but the High Priestess is ruled by Neptune. It's Pisces Neptune energy, which would be higher states of consciousness. So if you're doing a lot of meditations or maybe shamanic journeying or just journeying in general, or your dream space is very active, if you're really starting to understand the concept of formlessness, like we're all energy and energy attracts things, this looks more so like somebody making drastic change because they're going through a spiritual awakening. Whether you want to label it or not, it could also just be you're realizing you're being pulled to make big changes in your life. This is going to affect relationships big time, it feels like. I feel like you're starting to look at people in a different way, and it's not a bad way. It's just, oh, I have compassion for you. Yeah, Temperance. Temperance is the card of compassion for me as a reader. It's also your angels, ancestors, higher order energies. I really like this. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. So your overall energy is this new beginning, and it is very divinely guided. It's driven by this soul energy, by this soul pull, which I really like. The Fool has, in this particular deck, it has this baby in this little ball, right? A womb, a world, a state of consciousness, right? Whatever you want to perceive it as. But I like this. This is you realizing that there is a need for a rebirth of some sort, right? This could be literally giving birth to something, creating a business, having a child, building a house, or this could just be you going through this internal transformation. This is really nice. So let's clarify. I want to use Sacred. I was going to use Sacred Bee, but I'm really torn between Marchetti Tarot and Sacred Bee. Let's use Sacred Bee. This is a high consciousness deck for me as a reader. When I'm called to use this deck or Marchetti Tarot is my Divine Feminine deck. I don't know if you could see it. It has this gilded pink edge, and then my masculine deck is the one behind it with the silver. But this is a deck I use when people are going through drastic shifts and they might not be aware that it's universally driven. Seven of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse and Temperance on it. So and when you start this journey, there might be this sense of like, I want to be alone, nobody talk to me, and this pushing of people away. But really what's going on is that your body, your soul, your emotions are starting to recognize that there is this wanting to withdraw wanting to withdraw and isolate so you can really figure out and get clear on what it is you feel, what it is you want to pursue. And that's why Temperance is in reverse. It's going to be a process. It's going to take a lot of patience. Okay, I like this. This is nice. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We just had the Sag new moon a few weeks ago as well. We're coming up on the new moon and full moon in Gemini on the 7th. So that will be 2 days from now that I'm recording this. So probably 1 day from the time you watch this. Let's look at the Chariot. If you want access to the full moon in Gemini reading, check out my Patreon channel. We're doing a live chat reading for it. I think tonight. Yeah. Let's look at the Chariot. I like this. The Page of Swords. Really nice. Oh, and then you got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is in reverse. Okay, this makes so much sense. And you have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is really nice. With the Chariot, I need to stop saying that, man. This is really nice. Anyway, the Chariot in reverse. With the Page of Swords, pages are students. So this is quite literally somebody looking at their direction that they want to go and looking at all these options like, oh, like, which one do I really want to go for, right? Which one really is the one that I want to explore, that I want to study, that I want to look into? For some of you, this might be literally studying something new. It could be you're taking on a new job, or maybe you're diving into spirituality, or maybe you're going back to school, or maybe you're studying a different sect of spirituality, whatever it is. Like, okay, cool. We're just going to stop there. Because you're realizing you've reached the end of a branch, right? That's what we like to call it. In my own little world, when somebody has reached the end of a branch, they're realizing, okay, it's time to get back to my core. It's time to get back to the trunk of me, because this branch, it's served its purpose. I've gone through its season, right? Two of Cups says it's no longer in alignment with you. So now you're going back to the trunk of your metaphorical tree. You're going up to the next journey in your life, and you're going to go explore the next version of yourself, because you're ascending, because you're coming into a new state of consciousness. This is really nice. And that's what's going to be, you're going through the lesson of finding what actually emotionally fulfills you internally and externally, because the Ten of Cups is the external, which means that you are going through the lesson of mastering the internal, and you're about to step into the external fulfillment. I like this. This is nice. Damn it, I said it again. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. The Moon and the Empress. This is like a hidden emergence. You're just like, okay, I am this divine feminine. I am this goddess. I am this Empress energy. And that's regardless of gender. This is somebody who's really starting to embody the concept of, by nurturing self, the universe provides. It's understanding the hustle and the rest. When to hustle, when to rest. When to pursue their path, when to allow themselves to receive what they have sown so they can reap, right? I like this. This is really nice. Okay. Habitual phrases. Gonna need somebody standing with a squirt bottle in front of me every time I say it. The High Priestess. This feels very strange. This feels like I heard contagious reality with this. That to me tells me that there's a fear behind this though. And I think it's just because this individual is experiencing a lot of change. So this feels like the new relationships. And this is that, oh, it reminds me, I know I did a reading last week, like the sorrowful or the graceful goodbye or something like that. And that's what this reminds me of. I feel like this is that coming to acceptance of what really needs to be let go of. With the High Priestess here, yeah, Hierophant in reverse. So this is the ending of that relationship. Yeah, it's the ending of old relationships, that graceful goodbye, ending contracts, beliefs. It could even be mourning a version of yourself, getting to this place of knowing like, I don't want to live like that anymore. It could be something that drastic, right? So what you practice on a day-to-day, you might realize, oh no, I want to shift into a different practice. Maybe you want to start practicing things in regards to Wicca or shamanism or just a form of paganism, right? Maybe you grew up with a very strict religious background. This feels like a shift like that. Like somebody like, I'm going to get really serious about the things that resonate with me, right? It's really nice. It could also be leaving relationships because this shift is happening within you. And so in turn, those relationships no longer resonate. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse. You're not fighting for it anymore. You're like, it's okay. This is that divine feminine, that Empress energy. It's coming to that place of acceptance. Let's look at Temperance. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Justice in reverse. Yeah, okay. You're going through the healing of allowing this, yeah, and then you have the Page of Wands in reverse, of allowing this contract to end. The Page of Wands is, this healing period is going to show you the purpose of whatever this was, whether this was a relationship or a job or just you're reflecting on your life up to date, right? And as of date, I don't know why I said that weird. With Justice in reverse and the Page of Wands, this is that contract though. The Hierophant represents institutions, marriage, contracts, right? I love this card. I think it's gorgeous. And then with Justice in reverse, which kind of looks like the Ace of Swords in this deck, but it is Justice. You see the scales off to the side. It's hard to see when, you know. Okay. And then you have the Page of Wands in reverse, which I'll hold upright so you can actually see the card. Beautiful card. It is this energy of, it's almost like this person now realizes, oh, I needed to go through this experience. I needed to have this relationship because if this person hadn't triggered my wounds of rejection or abandonment or scarcity mindset, lack of self-worth, I wouldn't be able to heal them right now. I wouldn't be aware that they're still in my body. They're still in my psyche. They're still in my vessel and my energy, right? And so this transformation is somebody being receptive to the ending. They're going through transmutation, which is really amazing. So let's look at the Fool. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is the farewell. Yeah, and the Six of Wands. It's the recognition that I'm not in love with this and it doesn't bring me joy and it's not lighting me up, and it's okay because by releasing it, it's the dirty water theory, right? If you've been with me since day one, it's the concept of if you are a bottle of water and you are filled up to here and then somebody sprinkles some dirt in there, no matter how much clean water you put in there, it's still going to be dirty water. You're realizing that whatever this is that's ending is your dirty water. There's no more space for new, for clean water, for fresh things to come into your life. And so you're like, oh, I got to mourn this. I got to let this go. And that's why you have this new beginning, followed by the Four of Wands in reverse. There is a foundation that is falling away. Again, it could be a foundation of self or external to you. But by clearing out that energy, you're allowing yourself to welcome in this new foundation, this new beginning. And that's great in and of itself. But Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, please book it down below through my website description box, and check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading and 20% off your first service with me. There's a promo going on my Patreon channel. I believe it's for majority of the tiers. So go ahead, check that out. It's valid through December. And like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and I'd greatly appreciate it. And I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time.